Today's project on the C4 Corvette will be hooking up the connector for the battery tender. Hello and welcome to ET Garage. I'm Eugene Tordo. Today's video is going to be about hooking up this connector for a battery tender. And you're thinking, well, you just hook it to the battery lugs. That's one thing to do. I also want to clean the terminal under there. There's like a bus terminal where all the positive wires connect. And instead of me hooking this directly to the battery, I'm going to be hooking the positive to that and this to somewhere on the frame, and I'll go over more detail why here in a little bit. But let me move the camera around and I'll show you why and what I'm doing and whatnot. All right, here you can see the battery. The negative lug and the positive lug is over there, and I don't know if you can see it way down there, but there's that bus terminal. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is this makes for a good wintertime project if you have C4 Corvette. So remove this side panel, get the battery out of the way, and clean up that bus terminal, depending on the age and condition of your car. Just like on the C4 Corvettes, it's good to clean the grounds, all the grounds that you can get to. On the C4 Corvette, got the fiberglass body, and it was have grounding issues. If you got one with a lot of miles, or I mean, even if it's not a lot of miles, garage clean, it doesn't hurt to inspect those connectors, the grounds, and that bus, and give that a good cleaning, because that's where all the power comes from. But before I get into it, I have been using just the connectors, battery connectors, the clip-ons, with my battery tender, and that's no big deal. I have the other kind where you just hook them to the lugs. Having a hard time doing this, holding one hand and holding the light. But the two battery lugs. See if I can get a better picture of that. Where you just connect them. I could just connect them to the terminals here and there. They don't really sit on there right when you do that. I just don't like them. Another alternatives, and I've used these in the past, are these battery lugs. These, even though don't look it, actually the brass thread part where it screws into the battery, I've had them strip out on me, and the other one I have is stripped out. So that's why I'm not using these. What I'm going to do is hook up the positive directly to that bus terminal. And you can see it's, I don't know if you can see it here, but you can see it's starting to corrode. So that needs a good cleaning anyway, whether I do it or not. Hook the positive there and the negative just right to the frame somewhere. That won't be hard. There's several spots to hook it up to under here. So that's what I'm going to do. And of course, to do that, you got to remove this side panel. I'll go into more of that here in a second. In fact, let me move the camera around and I'll show you how to remove that. It's a lot of people complain about removing this, to get to the battery. What you got to remove the side panel to get to the battery and all that. The side panel is not difficult to remove at all. And I'll give you a few tips here in a second. But let me move the camera around and we'll discuss that. All right, hope you can see this. Underneath here, between here, the lower panel and the side panel, there's a 10mm bolt or nut that you just need to loosen. You don't need to take it off all the way. And a lot of people will take a 10mm wrench like this and grind it down so it's real thin so it fits in there. If you want, you just take some type of a wedge, and you can go like that, and that makes it easier to get in there too. You do have to reach in here and feel around to find it, which is that's what makes it a pain, but it ain't that difficult. I mean, once you get it, you really only need to loosen it a little, and that's it. So all you have to do is loosen it a couple of turns normally, put that back out of there, and then go on to removing the rest of the bolts, which I'll show you. Okay, one other 10mm bolt you need to remove is right under here, underneath this this rubber. They're buried under there. A lot of the later C4s actually didn't have this. They did away with it. Some say you don't need it. You can just remove it if it's worn out or whatever. But I just use a ratchet, and that needs to come all the way out. If all you have is that 10mm box wrench, and if you don't have a 10mm socket, you can just use the open end or the box end and do it that way. That's all there is to that. Get that out. And we'll move on to the torque bits. All right, here you can see the 3 torque bits you have to move, or torque screws. Let me see, I believe that's a T30. So you can just loosen them all up. Yep, they're already pretty loose. My car is dirty. I was out driving to a Toys R Tot the other day, so it's all still dirty under here from salt spray on the road. I am in the Northeast. And I actually do take this car out in the wintertime. Might have been off before, and of course I put anti-seize on them, or some type of or waterproof grease, whichever you prefer. Yeah, that one's going to take a little bit more. And that's off. Almost. There we go. And this just comes off. There we go. It's off. All right, I already went and removed the battery cables. And then there's that hole down in there. Mine's a 13mm. I'm assuming they all are, but you never know. And the best way to get it is with a 13mm socket and like a wobbler or swivel connector. You could get it with probably get in there with a straight one with no problem, but that's what I use. The hole down. Fortunately, my hands are blocking it, but you guys should be able to get the idea. There it is. There, we'll get that out of there. You can lift it out, or you can just take it out with the battery. But once that's out, you can just lift the battery out. One thing you might want to do, some batteries have clearance issues between the side panel and this piece that sticks out right here. If you do, you can actually cut this plastic off. Just be careful you don't damage the battery. And it'll probably void the warranty, so keep that in mind if you do that. All right, you can see the bus I'm talking about, where all the wires connect to. This is a factory item, even though it looks like somebody added it afterwards. No, this is how they come from the factory. This heavy wire, yeah, this heavy wire here. Nope, it's this heavy wire here. Goes directly back to the positive on the battery. So I'll be hooking the positive to that terminal. I might use a different end connector. I might go ahead and slice that on. And then this will go to a chassis ground up here. I'll show you that later. And that's how this will connect, basically. Pretty simple. Clean all that up. You can see, hopefully you can, I don't know if you can see, there's a little corrosion. I have had this off before and cleaned. Like I said, I am up here in the Northeast, and I do take my car out in the winter. So stuff like that will need maintenance from time to time. Can't remember what size, but so I'm gonna have to play around with different size sockets on there to get that off. Get a little PB blaster on there, and then we'll get that off. Okay, that's off. That was a 3/8 socket. You can take all these off. As far as I know, there is no order in which these go. So take them all off. What I do is I just take them all off, and I clean them. The heavy one that goes back to the battery I have on the bottom. So I'll give that all a good cleaning and get it back on. All right, I went ahead, cleaned it, took it apart, took everything apart, cleaned it, put it all back together with the connector for the battery tender here. Now this I'm going to hook up here. Let me move the camera right there. And that's where that's going to go. I'm going to unbolt that, clean the surface good, and hook the wire up. All right, hooked up. So my quick disconnect for my battery tender is all hooked up. Get that out of the way and put the battery back and hold down back and hook up the battery cables, the side panel on, and we're done. All right, all the wires are hooked up. The quick connect for the battery tender is hooked up. The battery is hooked up. Before I put the side panel on, I just want to plug it in and make sure it's working correctly, make sure I got good connections. So let me do that. If you read the instructions, different battery tenders probably come with different instructions, but the red light is flashing, it's not charging. Solid red, battery is charging. Flashing green, battery greater than 80%. Solid green, monitoring charged battery. So let me plug this in, and initially goes green, turns red, saying that it's charging. So it's charging, and then I need to put that side panel on and then reprogram my radio. But we'll get that side panel on. That's pretty much exactly the opposite of what I did before. I'll go over that here in a little bit. All right, one thing you might want to do, just loosen this one nut off here just a little bit more, make it a little easier. Spray a little PB blaster or something on that bolt, the one that this slides into. Hopefully you guys can see that. Get that in first. There it goes, just like that. Do it, make sure that's good. Might need a little more loosening. Yeah, let me loosen that up a little more, just to make it a little easier. There we go. Should do it. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, yep. And then you got to line everything up, and you also want to close your hood to line this part up when you do that, when you go ahead and put the torque bolts on. But that's basically it. I leave that one loose. I'll save that for last. I'll do the top one, the torque bits, and that'll be it. All right, it's all done. That was pretty quick and easy. I'm not sure how long it took me. I didn't time it, but uh, if I wasn't filming and all that, I could probably do it in way less than an hour. If it's your first time taking this panel off, it might take you longer. You know, struggling with that. A lot of people struggle with that bottom bolt. That's that blind bolt. But, once you get the hang of it, it isn't bad. Like I said, you could either just stick something in there, pry the bottom skirt down, and that gets you room to get the wrench in, or you can do like some people, they just grind an old 10mm wrench so it's real skinny and slips in there easier. It's no big deal as far as I'm concerned. One thing I hate about disconnecting the battery is I got to reprogram my radio. I got an aftermarket radio, so I have to, you know, set the time and the background and all that stuff. Reset my equalizer, you know, depending on how fussy you are. Yeah, that was it. Pretty simple and easy. You know, of course, it depends how much corrosion you find under there. Like if you've got a high mileage one, it's never had anything done to it, and all that stuff. Years ago, when I first got this car, I cleaned that junction block up. I also took the battery tray out, and that was all corroded from the old battery that was in there, and cleaned up that whole area and all that stuff. That was a long time ago. So I didn't really have too much to do under here. Just basically clean those terminals, reconnect them, and hook up the adapter wire for the battery tender, and that was it. So I hope everybody has a great day. I hope this was helpful, and yeah, like I said, everybody have a great day, and God bless.